So Jamie, we're just a few days away from your World Championship debut. How are you feeling?
I'm excited. It's my first World Champs. I'm looking forward to really getting stuck into the field and really mixing it. I think the 800 is an event where there's a lot of opportunity to sort of shine, and everyone's quite close. So I think it's really there for the taking as an opportunity.
Yeah, you sense a bit of an opportunity. You said it's that closeness of field and also the nature of the event means that it can throw up all sorts of surprises.
100%. You get your people who can time trial quick races who've done that in Diamond Leagues all year, but they get to a Champs and they struggle with 3 rounds, or they struggle when there's not a fast pace on the first lap or no pacemaker. It just completely changes the dynamics of the event, so it should be really fun.
I guess the unpredictability of that event was shown in trials, right? It was quite a race, wasn't it? Just tell me about your reflections on that.
Yeah, we kind of structured it in a way to try and we'd analyse the people who had ran the standard and how to sort of beat them, and I did end up beating all the people with the standard, but got beaten by 2 people who didn't quite have the standard. Yeah, there are a few mistakes that I made, but mostly on the windy Birmingham track. But no, it was I came out of it happy. I said if I'm top 3, then it's going to be realistically difficult to not make the team. So I'd have liked to have automatic selection off the back of that, but now that's done. It was all about qualifying for here and making sure I'm at Worlds in the best shape possible. So that's always been the plan.
Yeah, just to linger on those learnings a little bit. Are they things that you look to implement immediately, or are they things to maybe factor in further down the line?
I think it's things factoring in just every race and learning exactly where you're at physically in the 800, and just trying out a few different things. And it's more subtle changes in how you kick, where you use that real aggression and surge in an 8, especially tactical races. Like, in a way, when you're in really good shape, races like London Diamond League, where you're running quick, are actually easy races, because you just go, you run, you try not to get knocked as much as possible, and you just hang on for dear life at the end and run a quick time. Whereas when it's similar to, I ran the Europe-USA match the other week, and we went through the bell the front went through the bell in 54.3, and I was 55.0, and I finished really strong, but just left too much of a gap. And you make those mistakes, there's not a lot you can do, and you've got to really learn from that. And hopefully, I've made them all now. It's time to get it perfect next week.
Yeah, so next week in Doha, you can kind of reflect on having run almost every type of race in the last year, particularly indoors as well. Yeah. So do you think you're coming in with kind of the breadth of experience that allows you to come in for a really positive performance?
Yeah, I mean, I've made a massive step forward this year, and I've had to get as much experience of that real top international level competition as possible in the last 6 months, really, and year. Just because it's the first time I've had that opportunity of the real world-class athletes to race against them. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot more confident in that type of race now, and feel like I really belong there. So yeah, it's time to show that.
Yeah, and you represented GB in 2016, then there was a bit of a hiatus. There was a time where you didn't have that jersey. Does that mean you sort of relish it even more? Every sort of opportunity you get to wear that GB jersey feels a little bit more special, or is it just a case of sort of taking races?
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, last year was a bit of a bittersweet one, because indoors I think I was ranked about 16th in the world and didn't make the World Champs in Birmingham, and then outdoors I had the qualifying standard but didn't make Berlin. So it was a funny year last year, where I kind of ran quick but didn't really perform in the races when it mattered. So this year's been a big change for that, and yeah, of course it's always an honour, and it makes it definitely, I'm not going to take it for granted. There's a million people who could be, not quite a million, but there's a lot of people who could be here instead of me. So I'm always honoured to prove that I'm worth that.
And in terms of your training, it's still managed sort of by your dad from remotely. Tell me how your kind of schedule's put together.
Yeah, so I'm coached between Matt Yates at the Run Yard, which is based in London. So I'm based in London, and my dad's in Liverpool. So they both Matt and my dad coach me. Matt sets the schedule, sends it to me and my dad. We tweak it, we look about, we suggest a few things, we change a few things, and then we firm that up between the 3 of us.
So it works like clockwork, really? Is it just all based on sort of good relationships, good communication?
Good relationships, good communication, keeping sort of have a WhatsApp group, just upload all the sessions, upload little bits, and we just chat back and forwards about things and what we feel. I've always had quite a strong input in my training as well, so I like to have an opinion on it now as well, so it's good, works well.
And obviously, as we touched on the trials, it's an event where they're very competitive in GB. To have Kyle and Elliot pushing you and also with similar goals to you, does that help?
Yeah, of course. I think it helps everyone run quicker. It would be easier for me if I was the only one, but I think, would I have run as quick? Who knows? It's all about having good competition in the country, and it's great for those aspiring to be there as well. You've seen a massive rise in how the juniors have ran this year, and I think that's due to the seniors running quicker. They pitch their ambitions higher, and it brings the whole event forwards.
And just finally, what would you consider a successful World Championships next week?
I'd like to make the final. That would be a very successful World Championships. I think it's very doable. I'd like to make the final. I mean, I'm probably expected to make the semi-final if you were to write it out on paper, but then when's an 800 metres ever gone to paper? So yeah, I'm going in with the aim of making the final, but the first job is to make it through the heats next week, because World Champs 800 metre heats, Olympics 800 metre heats are just brutal. That level of, there's hardly anything between everyone. So it's getting it right next week, getting through the heats on Saturday, thinking about the semi-final, getting through the semi-final, thinking about the final.